Toronto, a world of diversity and home to Canada's top restaurants and hotels. At George Brown College, learners become leaders in one of the most exciting hospitality and culinary landscapes in the country. Make it happen. With access to state-of-the-art facilities, your potential is used to master the latest technology in our specialty cooking, baking, bar, and wine labs. Share your space. Expert faculty offer dynamic education, preparing future change makers to influence current trends in the culture of food and business. The city is your classroom. Established professionals and mentors share career expertise and training from around the world, exchanging knowledge for experience and inspiration for creativity. Be your best self. Discover community and an environment that values expression and promotes individuality. Launch your legacy. Partner with sustainable initiatives that advocate for basic human needs and environmental protection. Invest in you. Be on the cutting edge of innovation and take pride in the opportunities you create from networking with our industry professionals in the field. George Brown College. Lead the way.
George Brown has so much connections in the city, and we do so much events. People already see that the graduates have the skills.
You have to eat, breathe, and sleep this industry. We have a fantastic array of programs. All the programs, though, are focused on teaching the students the fundamental culinary skills that they need to be successful in the industry. We have our one-year program, which is our culinary skills program. We have our culinary management program, which is 2 years, and we have our integrated culinary management, which is also 2 years, but it's an accelerated model and it's 4 semesters straight with a very large component of industry experience. We have the Italian postgraduate program, which has been in existence for many years and it's very successful.
We have amazing chefs here, people who are professional and they came to the school right from the industry. They know a lot. They know how to teach.
A lot of the things that we did at George Brown were really kind of hands-on, and you work with real products, learning how to butcher chickens and full pieces of meat and beef. These are great tools that kind of give you kind of an in for, of what to expect when you are in a restaurant.
The cafe and the chef's house is a fantastic experience. The cafe gives our students the first step of experience dealing with customers. So the students make the product that our guests, our customers, other students are buying, but then they're out there serving it as well. The chef's house is a full-fledged restaurant, and I would say that the quality of the food that comes out of that restaurant is equal to any high-end restaurant in Toronto.
Another thing we're very, very fortunate at the George Brown Chef School is the fact that we have partnerships worldwide. So you can go to India, you can go to Korea, you can go to France, you can go to Italy, you can go to Panama, you can go to Brazil. We're connected, and that's one great thing I'm very, very proud of, that we look at the world as an oyster in a lot of ways, and food, as techniques is great.
The benefit to being downtown Toronto in the heart of the city is, the diversity and culturalism that we have and our numerous amount of connections. Over 500 industry partners, not just Toronto, but Ontario and worldwide as well.
And so for our field placement, we both decided to go to Ritz-Carlton, Toka.
I made a leek potato soup, and the customer, after he had the soup, he came into the kitchen, he said, "That was my best soup in Toka."
We have what's called program advisory committees for every single program that we run. We ask them, are we meeting their needs? And we take their feedback very, very seriously. We really make sure we model the industry, because when they get out there, we don't want there to be any shell shock.
If you don't have any experience to work in an industry, you can feel how the industry, how the kitchen runs, and you could stay prepared before you jump into the real kitchen in the real world. So it's like a playground, and that's amazing.
If you love wine and food, Toronto is where you want to be.
Come on.
My favorite thing about Toronto is how diverse it is, how many different restaurants there are, and all of the experiences that you could have within different little pockets of the city. A lot of people that are in this industry kind of grow up with wine. My parents never drank wine, I never grew up with wine, and so when I fell in love with wine, when I first discovered it, it was completely new. The most appealing thing about George Brown was how hands-on the program was and how hands-on the teachers were, and they were able to bridge the gap between just teacher and student, and they were really mentors to me. One of the reasons why I joined George Brown was because of the travel portion at the end of the year. It really excited me. This is definitely something I wanted to do. Experience the food, experience the wine, experience the people, and experience the culture. And I was waiting for Scotland, Belgium, France, Italy, and Spain. But once I entered George Brown, I fell in love with everything else. I fell in love with the teachers, the school, the programs itself, and my classmates. George Brown has opened a lot of doors for me. I got an opportunity at Alo, the #1 restaurant in Canada, being the top restaurant in Toronto, and that's catapulted my career as an operations manager. And now I'm running 4 establishments, Gare de l'Est and Ascari and Table 17 and Hilo. I'm doing the best work of my life. I get to mentor the next generation of hospitalitarians, and I get to instill into them what I learned at George Brown, that it's not only about your skills, it's about the relationships that you create. George Brown has set me up for success.